Stick It with Mr. Briggs is made possible by listeners like you. To support the show, go to askmrbriggs.com/support.
Stick it.
Welcome, podcast listeners. Yeah. This is Mr. Briggs. I am the host of Stick It with Mr. Briggs. This is the first and foremost podcast about glues and adhesives. You found it. Way to go. Nice job. If you'd like to ask a question that I can help you with your glue problems, your adhesive issues, you can go ahead and email that to me at bigscast@gmail.com. That's 2 G's in Biggs. Don't do it right now, though. Don't do it yet, because I don't currently have the password for the email, because certain somebody still has the password. Those of you who were with us last time, you may remember that there used to be a co-host on Stick It.
Stick it.
No, don't put it there. Don't put it there. Yeah, Roger, my co-host, has moved on to other things. Greener pastures, they say, right? Is that a thing? I mean, even though we're doing this show on April 1st, don't be mistaken. This is not an April Fool's joke, because it is not funny. It's very upsetting that Roger's gone. I've gone through a lot of soul searching. Very sad. I considered stopping the whole thing, you know? Was gonna just throw in the towel and say, hey, no more glue. Let people glue their fingers together all on their own. But, you know, I thought about it, and I thought, you know what? I have a duty. I gotta tell the people how to stick it.
Stick it.
I don't have a choice. It is my calling. So, what we're gonna do, since I don't have access to the emails from the Gmail address to answer your questions, let's try something else here. I would do a breaking news story, but really the only pertinent breaking news story that there is right now is the fact that Roger's gone. We gotta move on. We gotta deal with it. So instead, let's go ahead and take some of your questions using my bank of magic jacks here. We're gonna take some calls from the listeners, and how am I gonna get people to call in if this is a podcast? I have not thought this plan through very far. Hold on, let me get on Twitter. I'm gonna twit out something here. I'm gonna twit it out, and then what's gonna happen is that people are going to call in with their glue questions. So just give me a second here. Edit this part out. Edit this part out of the podcast. Please. All right, let's see. I need to send a tweet taking your calls right now. Call me at 631-251-0503. All right. And send. There we go. Problem solved, ladies and gentlemen. You were listening to, did I say? Yeah, no, I said they were listening to Stick It.
Stick it.
And before you know it, we're going to start getting calls coming in, and people will have questions about glues and adhesives with any luck. And you will be listening to it. Yeah. Oh, Look at that. Look at that. Hold on. Let's see here. I did not plan this part out a lot. Let's see if I turn that up. No. Criminy. How do I bring the phones up on the mixer board? How do you do this? I gotta put them on. I gotta click. Yeah, I gotta click accept. No. Damn it. Hello, are you on? Can you hear me? Hello, caller, are you there? Go ahead, caller. Damn it. All right. Is the call on now? Hello?
You're so smooth.
Yeah, I messed it up there.
That was hot.
Yeah.
Which is not why I called in.
All right, well, tell me why you did call.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do?
I don't know. I mean, are you talking about Roger leaving the show?
You didn't win, but you know what? You stepped up and you went for it.
Yeah.
Kudos on you.
Well, thanks. I appreciate that.
When you die, all you do is you drop your skin.
What?
That's what's real. You're just inside of these bodies right now to work off stuff. And the stuff y'all's going through,
Okay.
it don't seem right. If we hadn't experienced what we've experienced, we would still be vulnerable.
Wait. Are you under the impression that Roger is dead? Because he's not. He just quit.
Okay.
I mean, I considered quitting too afterwards, but, I've decided to move on and keep things going. So,
Listen,
what?
there's good ones, there's bad ones, and you have a right to be here.
Yeah.
We are made of carbon, and you have a right to be here.
I am aware of that.
Mister, to tell you the truth, can I tell you one more thing?
Yeah, go ahead.
You know how when you go to use a bead blaster machine and you'll take your hands and you put it in the sleeve and the gloves and you use the equipment and look through the glass?
Okay.
Okay? And that's moisture and water. But what the people don't understand, it's like as if you take a container and you make it out of the elements of the earth.
Yeah.
And then you put ice in it. And then you go and you fill it up with liquid. And if you get charged, then you become carbonated water.
I don't think that's how that works. Hey, listen, honey, I gotta go, okay?
Okay.
All right, well, thanks for calling in.
Kudos on you.
Yeah, back at you. All right, listen. Let's be clear, we are taking glue questions. If you've got an adhesive question, if you've got a question about tape, if you've got a project at home where something's busted up and you're trying to put it back together, now is your opportunity to talk to an expert. Don't waste it, for goodness sakes. Oh, I see the problem. Let me send out another tweet here. Questions about glue only, please. And send. All right. All right, we're off to the races. Everything's fine. Yeah, if you would like to follow us on Twitter, at Ask Mr. Briggs, with 2 G's, no dot after Mr., because they don't let you do that. At Ask Mr. Briggs on Twitter. All right, let's go to the... Hopefully this works. Hello, caller, you're on.
Oh, so you got me?
Yeah, you're on.
All right.
Yeah, we got you. What's your name?
My name's Dave. I'm a truck driver.
Truckers, I love them. What's going on?
My batteries are dead.
Well, how do you know?
I'm driving along, and my truck shut off.
Huh. You got any power to the accessory panel?
Everything's dead. No sound, no nothing. I mean, there's no nothing around, just all dead in the water.
So you just drive in and it just dies on you?
The whole truck shuts off.
Yeah.
I'm like, no power.
I assume you popped the cab to take a look, right?
Check for what's going on, any broke wires or anything like that.
Yeah.
My batteries are dead.
Yeah, you got to check the ground system, the lead going from the voltage regulator to the alternator.
The alternator's still good. Voltage regulator's still good.
Oh.
But the batteries are just dead.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, well,
Yeah, this doesn't really seem like a question about glue.
I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm not a mechanic.
Yeah, it's kind of hard for me to troubleshoot something like this on a glue podcast.
So I have to call the mechanics to come out.
Yeah, take them to have them take a look at your baby for you. So did you have a question about glue, or was that it?
I was just wondering, am I the only person this happened to?
Well, I don't think so. I mean, people get dead batteries all the time.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for the call. I appreciate it. Except for the part where you ignored the topic of the show. The show is called Stick It.
Stick it.
Please, let's try to stay on topic here. Oh, look at that. The calls are coming in like crazy. Who needs a co-host? I can do a glue show all by myself, right? Yeah. All right, who's this? Hello?
This is Amanda.
Hi, Amanda.
And can I give you one compliment?
Sure.
Your April Fool's joke was the best joke I ever heard.
April Fool's joke. Are you talking about that stuff about Roger leaving the show?
I absolutely believed you.
Well, good, because it's true. Yeah, Roger really did quit the show.
Well, I thought it was an April Fool's joke.
Oh, no. That is not a funny joke. Not at all.
No, but you said it was April Fool's Day.
No, that's just the day we're recording the show.
Oh, now I don't know what to believe.
Yeah. Well, I mean, thanks for calling Stick It. What's your glue question?
I had my car painted at the dealership. And when I got the car back, there was something different about it.
Something different.
And I showed it to several people, my son who had seen the car, my sister. No one believes me.
Okay.
But I know that something is different about that car. I even checked the VIN number. I have OnStar. That's the same VIN number.
Wait, why did you check the VIN number? I don't get it.
Because I understand they can change VIN numbers.
Yeah, but why would someone want to change a VIN number?
I don't know why. I don't know.
Listen, you say something is different, but you can't verbalize what it is.
I have absolutely no answers. It's the strangest thing that's ever happened to me.
Did somebody spill glue on the back seat, maybe?
I don't know.
Is the trim coming off?
No.
The window cracked, perhaps?
No.
Is your license plate delaminated?
No.
Do you need to glue the rearview mirror back on?
No.
But yet you called me.
Yes.
Were you aware that this is a show about glues and adhesives?
No.
Okay.
I didn't know.
Okay, well, there you go. That explains it. This is a show about glue. How to use glues and use tapes and magnets and caulks and all kinds of sticky stuff. And I explain how to best get the job done. And what you've done is you've called me at a time where I'm not answering other stuff. I'm just talking about glue. So why don't you call me back when you got a glue question, okay?
There was also 68 miles on the car, which they tried to explain away.
68 more miles?
Yeah, when I left it there.
Okay. All right.
And they said, well, we had to drive it to the place and blah, blah, blah. But I didn't believe that either. But that wouldn't have bothered me. But
Wait. Hold on. There's not a lot that I can do about this weird feeling you got about your car, lady.
I don't get a weird feeling, but I do know that it's not the same.
You said it was a weird feeling.
They all think I'm nuts.
Now, do you have any evidence that something's different?
I don't know. It's the biggest mystery I've ever had where no one believed me.
No, it's probably because your car is exactly the same.
That's the thing that bothers me.
Oh, wait, I thought it was you were bothered because you thought something was different.
Yeah, everything else is the same.
Except the thing that's different, everything else is the same.
Yeah, everything's the same.
All right, well, what is it that you would like me to tell you?
I don't know.
Okay, well, I gotta run. Thanks for the call. Keep tuning in, honey. Thanks.
I will, Jen. I'm glad I called.
All right. Well, hey, listen, before you go, where are you calling from?
It's out. I'm in a retirement place.
Oh, you're locked up.
Yes.
Yeah. You better call the nurse then. Yeah. Ask for some of those pink pills. Get it? I gotta run, honey. Bye.
Thanks, Dad. I love your show.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. Other than the fact that you have no idea what the show is about. But, I still appreciate the call. I tell you what, folks, let's take a break. We're gonna take a little break here, and I'm gonna try to screen a couple of these calls and see if maybe we can improve the quality of the content. All right? You're listening to Stick It with Mr. Briggs. We'll be back right after this.
Stick it.
We'll make you feel good.
Whiz Bangs!
You'll have a great time.
On the corner of Phillips and Mountain, downtown.
Let our magic work on you.
A place to play each and every day.
Yeah! Whiz Bangs!
The hot place to be.
Where the fun never ends and the party's never ending. Whiz Bangs!
The hot place to be.
Hurry down to Whiz Bangs and introduce yourself to the newest member of our Whiz Bangs team. A brand new dry erase specials board. You can't miss it. It's just a few feet to the left of the cash register counter. It's 4 feet by 6 feet of pure, shiny white goodness. You want to know the lunch special? Check the specials board.
The hot place to be.
How about the happy hour drink special? That's right. Check the specials board.
The hot place to be.
The name of that night's cover band? It's all on the big white dry erase specials board.
The hot place to be.
And it's sitting on a sturdy American-made brushed aluminum easel with rubber tips on the feet so it doesn't slip. Our assistant manager Gladys uses 3 different colors of ink on it: blue, red, and green. 4 if you count black. And she writes in crisp, clear block letters. She has very nice penmanship.
The hot place to be.
Yeah, Whiz Bangs! On the corner of Phillips and Mountain, downtown.
The hot place to be.
Want to know what side dishes come with the Tuesday night deep-fried meatloaf? Check the specials board.
The hot place to be.
But only on Tuesday nights, because that's meatloaf night. On Wednesday morning, we got to wipe it down and change the board. Then we let everyone know about the Wednesday lunch special, which is usually Hungarian goulash with buttered bread. It's all there on the dry erase specials board at Whiz Bangs, corner of Phillips and Mountain, downtown.
The hot place to be.
Whiz Bangs, where the fun never ends and the party's never ending.
The hot place to be.
And the specials change with the wipe of a dry cloth.
Stick it.
Yeah, that's right. Stick It with Mr. Biggs is brought to you by Whiz Bangs, where the fun never ends and the party's never ending. On the corner of Phillips and Mountain, downtown. I have taken the liberty of screening the calls, got rid of a few, but I got one here that I think he mentioned something about glue. Let's see if we can get him on line 3. Hey, how you doing?
Doing fine. How you doing?
Pretty good. You're on the air.
Well, I'm glad to be on the air.
Yeah.
I guess you want a question, huh?
Yeah, that's a kind of...
Just kind of like a computer. You got a prompt question?
Yeah, you got to ask a question so I can answer it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. How does huffing affect the body?
Now, you're talking about sniffing glue, you said before, right?
What organs and glands are the first to deteriorate and be destroyed?
Okay, well, first of all, you got to be worried about the lungs because, that's the first place all the glue fumes are going to go, It's going to burn and your nasal passages as well because, it's kind of part of the same thing. It's going to get all cracked up.
Okay.
And then you got to worry about your kidneys failing on you, your liver hardening up.
Okay.
Oh, and then your noodle too. Yeah, don't forget about your brain. You know, that toluene and solvent stuff is just gonna make your head meat parts go all cattywampus. And I think that's about it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. He was a lot more descriptive during the commercial, but you know what? I'm going to take it. I'm going to mark that down as a successful glue question on Stick It.
Stick it.
With Mr. Briggs. The world's only podcast about glues and adhesives. Taking your calls. Let's go to another one here. Is that Yeah, that one's ringing right there. Hello, thanks for calling Stick It.
Good morning, great show.
Thank you.
Just in brief, I've been skipping breakfast for many, many years, which I think might be causing me some non-related problems. Is that a fair assumption?
Kind of vague. I mean, maybe you might want to tell me what's going on.
I'll be specific. As I'm older than I sound, as I'm pushing old age here, I'm starting to thin out on my hair. So I guess could that have a bearing on not eating breakfast like my body should require?
I mean, yeah, you need nutrients to grow hair.
Okay.
I mean, it stands to reason that not eating, I mean, you're not going to be able to produce the keratin that makes up hair, right?
Okay.
Yeah, it's like my friend Richard. You know, back in his 20s, he stopped eating breakfast, and the next thing you know, goodbye, hairline. And now he looks ridiculous. You should see him. He looks stupid.
Okay.
Yeah. Does that answer your question?
I'm so enhanced with your program here, I thought I'd give you a call. But it's a great show, and I learned a couple of other points indirectly just listening to you here.
Well, thank you.
So you have a good day.
Yeah, you too. All right. Okay. Not a glue question, but you know what? He made me laugh because I got to think about Richard's hair and how funny he looks. Oh, God. We're taking glue questions. Please. For the love of baby Jesus, let's try to stay on track, okay? I'm doing my best to keep this thing going all on my lonesome. It's a one-man operation. All right, line 4. Wait, gotta press that in. Turn that up. Thanks for calling Stick It with Mr. Biggs. You're on.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're on the air with Mr. Biggs. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah. What's your name?
Thank you very much. This is Big Dave.
Big Dave. What's your story?
I'm retired. I live right here in North Las Vegas, and I've been here since 2012.
Yeah, you moved to Vegas to spend all your kids' inheritance, huh?
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. Can you tell me?
Yeah, I can tell you anything. What do you need, boss?
A GPS tracker.
Huh? What is it you said you needed?
I have no idea.
No, you want to put a thing on a what?
On my car?
No, but what exactly do you mean?
Trying to figure out the tracker.
Oh, you want a tracker?
Want a tracker?
You want a GPS tracker on your car?
I want a GPS tracker on my car.
Yeah. I understand now. At first, I didn't get it, but now I get it. It took me a moment there.
I thought maybe you had been drinking or something.
So why do you want a tracker on your car?
Well, I have tracking on my phones, and all of my equipment that I use. So I need a GPS tracker on my car.
Now, when you say on your car, are you talking about the interior or the exterior? Because your mounting options are going to be different depending on if it's outside of the vehicle.
Right.
As opposed to inside the vehicle. Because, if it's inside, you don't got to worry about things getting wet or the tracker falling off the car.
Wow.
I recommend inside.
Okay.
Because there, you just got to run a positive stranded cable, over to the fuse box and splice right into the 12-volt feed.
Yeah.
And then you just got to connect a feed to the frame of the car for the ground, and you're good to go.
Well, that's fine, but this doesn't make any sense to me at all.
Were you listening to me?
Yeah.
I mean, how were you planning on connecting the actual tracker to the car? Because I would recommend taking it to a local high school and having the shop kids weld a mounting bracket to your firewall, personally. That's what I would do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine. But I sure as heck don't know of anybody.
Yeah, because they could use the practice,
But I will check it. And,
if you don't have a shop class nearby, I would recommend, you want to know what I would recommend?
Okay.
I would recommend using some of 3M VHB double-sided tape.
Really?
Yeah, because once you put that on there, it's going to stick like gangbusters. That GPS track is going to be there a long time.
Can you give me an idea for how many years?
Oh, I'd say all of them. All the years.
Okay.
Yeah, it won't be coming off no matter how hard you pull.
Well, well, when I get rid of the car, then it's going to go with the car.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, this is a permanent solution. I mean, if you're looking for something temporary, I guess you can go with some neodymium magnets. Just kind of hot glue them on there.
But thank you for letting me know.
Yeah, you're welcome. And that's how you stick it.
Stick it.
Yeah.
Okay, well.
Yeah, because that's the name of the show.
Okay. Hey.
What?
I hope they're paying you a whole hell of a lot.
Oh, yeah. Tons of rubes on Patreon are giving me wads of cash for this show.
I bet they are.
Yeah.
I bet they are.
And you want to know the best part?
Okay.
Ever since Roger left, I get to keep all the money now.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, buddy. Well,
I mean, he wasn't getting a lot of the money to begin with, but now the little he was getting goes directly to me.
Okay, buddy. Well, thank you for letting me know.
And that's how you stick it.
Stick it.
Stick it to Roger.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, buddy.
Okay, well, thanks for calling. Finally, a call about adhesives. That's fantastic.
You want to give me your name again?
It's Briggs with 2 G's.
You got a last name?
That's it. It's Mr. Briggs.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, my friend. You take care and have a good day and bye.
Bye. Thanks for calling, guy. I appreciate it. All right. You know what? I want to end on a high note. Since we finally had, I guess it was kind of about adhesives. I mean, when you got to stick something somewhere and you're going to stick it and you call a show called Stick It, the guy who does the Stick It show is going to tell you how to stick it, right?
Stick it.
The Patreon supporters make it possible for you freeloaders to enjoy the show. Thanks to DP Workman, Brad Carter, Steve Lambert, Arbitrary Alex, I Regret Jumping, Wasted Memory, and Lord Nor. These aren't real names. What the hell? To support the show, go to askmrbiggs.com/support.
Stick it.
If you've got a question for me regarding glues or adhesives, any problem, BiggsCast@gmail.com. All right, we got through this one. With any luck, I'll get that password, and we'll get back to your questions again next time. Thanks for tuning in, and tell a friend to like, comment, and subscribe to Stick It.
Stick it.
With Mr. Briggs. Yeah. Yeah, I think that went well. That was good.